In this meditation practice, we will be exploring a meditation that is often referred to as non-meditation. The reason is that most meditation practices involve focusing awareness on a particular object, such as the breath, the body, our emotions, our thoughts, our senses, a mantra, and so on. These meditations can certainly be useful to one's practice. However, in the practice of non-meditation, we are not focusing awareness on any object in particular, but are simply allowing our awareness to rest naturally, as it is, in the present moment. We are not focusing on anything in particular, but are letting our attention be expansive, vast, and open. This meditation is considered to be one of the most simple and effortless practices, yet also one of the most difficult and advanced, simply because of the challenge that most of us have in truly allowing our attention to rest naturally in itself. Rather than being aware of any particular thing, we are being aware of awareness itself and allowing awareness to rest in and as itself, not shutting out any aspect of our experience, but simply allowing everything to arise and pass within the expansive field of our witnessing awareness. In the Kagyu school of Buddhism, this meditation is known as Mahamudra, the Great Seal, as every experience is sealed with the fact of this awareness. In the Nyingma school, it is called Dzogchen, the Great Perfection, as this awareness is perfect just as it is. In the Chan school, it is called Silent Illumination. In Zen, it is called Shikantaza, or just sitting. Many different schools have different names for this meditation that is essentially nameless. And most teachers in schools that share this meditation reserve it for more experienced practitioners, as it is difficult for most to grasp its true meaning and depth, and therefore to understand it and apply it effectively. Interestingly, most teachers and schools also agree that this meditation cannot be taught. It can only be pointed to by the teacher and intuitively realized within the awareness of the practitioner. For this reason, in this guided practice, I will simply be saying certain words and statements that point to this natural awareness, this effortless being that is at the very essence of our minds. The words themselves are not important. What is important is recognizing what the words are pointing to. Therefore, do not get hung up on the words, but continue to intuitively feel into the meaning of what these words are describing. To begin, find a comfortable posture that you can sit in for the next several minutes. Allow your spine to be straight and your body relaxed, letting go of any unnecessary tension. Take a few deep breaths in and out to arrive and settle into this moment. Let go of any expectations or ideas about the practice. Let go of any goals, any desires, or any intentions you may have in this moment. Let go of any plans you may have or of any ideas about what you may be doing after this practice. Let go of the past and of any thoughts regarding what may have happened before this meditation. Let yourself just be here, fully and completely relaxed, present, awake. Let your awareness be lucid. Let yourself be fully present and receive these words openly, allowing them to point you to the deepest truth within yourself. The true nature of the mind is like space. Space allows anything and everything to exist within it. Yet, it is not bound by whatever exists within it. Everything in space has space to arise, to be, to dissolve, and transform. Space itself is without form, but without this formless space, no forms can be. Like space, awareness allows every thought, every idea, every emotion, every sensation and perception to exist within it. Yet awareness is not affected by any of the things that arise and pass within it. It is simply, always, spacious, witnessing, observing. Awareness itself is without form, but without formless awareness, no forms can be perceived or experienced. How can there be any experience without someone there to have the experience? the one that experiences, cannot itself be experienced. Just as the eye cannot see itself, the ear cannot hear itself, and the nose cannot smell itself, awareness cannot be aware of itself, but it can recognize its own existence simply by the fact that it is aware, that awareness exists. In this moment, do you have to strain or struggle to be aware? Do you have to exert any effort to be aware and conscious? Or is awareness just naturally present without any effort of your own? Is there ever a time that you are not aware? How would you know? Who would be there to be aware of a lack of awareness? Without awareness, there can be no experience, no perception of the world or of anything. Our recognition of this awareness may come and go, and for most, there certainly is a lack of recognition of this awareness. But awareness itself simply always is. It is the ever present subjective perceiver, and it can never be viewed as an object, as something outside of itself that can be observed, simply because it is the one always observing. Right here and now, can you let go of all effort and simply rest as this natural awareness? Thoughts may come and go, emotions may come and go, sensations may come and go. Let them all come and go. Allow everything to be as it is. Simply rest as awareness. The nature of the mind, this ever present, witnessing awareness, is like a mirror. A mirror reflects everything without choice, preference, or judgment. It reflects the beautiful and the ugly, the big and the small, the virtuous and the non virtuous. There are no limits or restrictions on what it can reflect. Yet the mirror is unstained and unaffected by whatever is reflected in it. Nor does it ever cease reflecting. Similarly, all phenomena of experience arise in awareness. Thoughts, images, emotions, every apparent subject and object, every experience, life and death take place in awareness. But awareness itself, having no form, is neither born nor does it die, just as reflections come and go without creating or destroying the mirror. Can you feel the essence of what these words are pointing to? As you observe this moment, can you just be aware of all that is happening without focusing on any one thing in particular? Like the mirror, can your mind allow everything to just come and go without preference or judgment, without clinging or resisting? Does this awareness, this consciousness that is aware right here and now, does it have a form? Does it have a color or a shape or any texture that you can identify? awareness can perceive forms, shapes, colors, and textures, but awareness itself does not have any of these qualities. It is simply empty, like space. But unlike space, it has this quality of lucidity, of cognition, of intelligence. Can you recognize this? Can you feel the presence of this in and as yourself? The sky remains vast and open, regardless of what clouds may pass through it. In the same way, your awareness remains vast and open, regardless of whatever thoughts, feelings, or sensations may flow through it. Just as no cloud can really add to or take away anything from the true nature of the sky, nothing that you experience can really add to or take away from your true nature of awareness. It simply always is. It is always observing. Even when we are distracted by thinking and lose recognition of this awareness, it is still always here. When you realize this, when you are in touch with this natural awareness within you, that is you, that is beyond any of the forms that come and go within it, you can remain at peace, at ease, undisturbed in any circumstance, for your awareness is beyond any experience that may temporarily pass within it. It is so subtle, yet so obvious. It is prior to our sensory perception, and therefore it cannot be seen, cannot be smelt, cannot be heard, cannot be tasted or touched. It is what is seeing through our eyes and every other eye, hearing through our ears and every other ear, tasting through our tongue and every other tongue. As it is our very nature, it is so close to us that we overlook it. We get distracted by the noise of the world, the noise in our minds, and the stimulation of the senses. And in this distraction, we completely forget who we are. Yet, this awareness is always here. It only takes a moment of recognition to remember this. However, the habit of distraction is strong in us, and so we must train our attention continuously to rest as natural awareness, not just in meditation, but in each moment, until it becomes our natural perception, our natural way of being. It doesn't require any effort. It simply requires the awareness to recognize the presence of awareness itself, to rest as this awareness, and to no longer allow ourselves to be distracted and consumed by thinking. Stay here. Rest as this open presence. Allow yourself to just be aware, to be relaxed and open. If you find your attention wandering or fixating on any one thought in particular, notice it and just let it go, coming back to this vast, open, effortless, boundless awareness. Do not try to name this awareness. Do not try to understand it, explain it, conceptualize it, or judge it in any way. Just be it, right here and now. You can end this meditation if you'd like, or you can continue to sit and rest in this natural awareness. Whenever you choose to end the formal practice, I invite you to continue resting in this awareness, even in the midst of your daily activities. You can rest and be at ease in this spacious presence. And when you're ready, I invite you to write down your experience or any insights, either in the comments or in your own journal.